and my day has been so wrong. When everybody seems to be against me on and on, my head just starts to overflow. Now I'm counting the minutes, counting the hours to get to your arms and fill you with flowers. I wanna get sentimental with you and make love the whole night. When I have you, all the pain is over. Every time I look into those eyes. When I have you, I feel so much stronger. Nobody can hurt me. Understanding nothing, and my words just can't be clear. This is the situation that keeps coming on and on. I feel the pressure more and more. Now I'm counting the minutes, counting the hours to kiss back your lips, to get back my power. I wanna spend all my life around you, loving you's just so right. When I have you, all the pain is over. Every time I look into those eyes. When I have you, I feel so much stronger. Nobody can hurt me anymore. During tough times you can count on me. Nothing makes sense, I'll be there for you. Every second of our lives I will hold on. I swear it's true. When I have you, I can see the sunshine in your eyes. When can't hurt me anymore. When I have you, every moment's perfect. No, I've never felt like this before. When I have you, I get close to heaven. Living life beside you lifts me up. Living life beside you lifts me up.
in fact time. I know you're checking your calendars. You're like, wait a minute. Bulls Cook's not usually live on a Sunday. That is very true. But got a very, very special bonus presentation here for you tonight. Had to get this one on stream. William Mooney reached out, said, hey, we got an awesome story. We got an awesome match coming up. Some cool narratives. Would love to have an English broadcast. And I said, absolutely. Big shout out to William Mooney over there. Really helping keeping the South America scene going and trying to get it out to as many eyes as possible. And that's what we're here to do tonight. Welcome, friends. Welcome. This is being dual broadcasted. So really special, really amazing to have our friends from South America joining us here for this broadcast tonight. And we get to check out a couple of teams. We get a Chilean team, Pumas, who traditional powerhouse here in South America Master Division. We've covered this region a couple of times now, and Pumas is always a name that's seen at the top of our list. They've seen some changes this season, so we'll see if they can maintain that excellence that we're known to associating, with this squad and with that logo, as they take on a team that's really kind of fought their way up the ranks. Apparently, here it's enough of my ugly mug. Let's take a look at our standings here. All right, so important factor here. This is a fight for fourth place. That's this match will determine who is going to move on, since sixth is out of reach. Okay, so you've got Garfo taking on Pumas here tonight, and they are fighting for this precious fourth slot. And obviously, it shows Phantom themes here, but they have played all of their matches, right? So one of these two teams is going to end up with that fourth win, and will end up with that third slot. Now, again, apparently, Dodo Estranho is out of reach, who is a team we've actually had on stream before as well. I know I at least seen him in the highlights. That's probably more accurate. We had him in our highlights there back in week 6. That's what it was. Go check those out. Awesome highlights. But they are out of reach. I'm guessing by map differential. It doesn't show map differential here, which is one thing I would love to see added, by the way. I would love to see map differential added into just our standings here. But it does stand to reason that Dodo Estranho are out of reach as far as map differential is concerned. So only one of these teams is going to make it in. And they'll have to face Elements. They'll have to face what it has become. Oops, I'm sorry. I misclicked there. Oh, my goodness. Elements has risen up to be the number one team, a team that was normally... What's up, Sparrow? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you being here. They actually Elements acquired some of Puma's players, one or two of their star players, like some of their starters. And just with those additions coming into Season 4, Elements are now the team to beat. And it's left Pumas, feeling like, struggling a little bit, trying to find their footing a little bit after losing, a core piece, if not pieces, of this roster. So now, for the first time in FACEIT League history, like, this is a team that has seen a ton of success. Here, I'm pulling up the description I was given here. So Pumas finished, third in Season 2, third in Season 3, and second in the Panamericana. And so, have been a powerhouse team here, now on the verge of not even making playoffs for the first time. So, but it's been kind of a new identity. They've had to grow a little bit. What's up, Lunar? I appreciate you being here as well. Sorry, my loot thing popped up. I didn't see the first chat. I appreciate you being here, Lunar. Thank you so much. Always a pleasure to see you, my friend. I know it's late for you. I love this. Is so amazing. Like, we got friends in EU, friends in Sweden, who, like, here talking to me in Texas as we're looking some Overwatch from South America. Like, how I love the global connection of this sport, of this title. It's so amazing. Anyway, sorry. I just wanted to shout out that. I just thought that was cool. Even in this small little community that we have here, it still has such cool reach that still just blows my mind, y'all. Blows my mind. Anyway. So we're looking at a team that is kind of coming into its next phase, going through a little growing pains with loss of key members. Can they reclaim that excellence? Can they find that footing here? I mean, or will they have to wait? Will they have to go into the off season and and try to just focus on season 5? Or can they punch up and fight their way into the playoffs for season 4 despite taking some pretty big punches there as far as their roster is concerned? Garfo is a Brazilian team. The name apparently means fork, like as in a fork. I don't know. I suppose I don't know if that has multiple meanings in Portuguese or not. Like a eating utensil as well as meaning like two paths you could take, as in a fork in the road. Hmm. I'm not a linguist. Smarter minds than me would have to answer that question. Garfo, they started in open division back in season 1. This is a team that, like I was initially talking about, truly has kind of fought its way up. Ended up being your champions out of open division there in season 1, but have never made playoffs in master division. So it's a team that has been kind of just really clawing their way up tooth and nail. Has had some good showings in some other tournaments from around South America. Looks like the Libertadores. They got first place in that tournament, in the Sudamericana. Second in that tournament, and then the Panamericana, which was one that we talked about. This was the Panamericana de Overwatch for Brazil. They placed second as well. So showing really good performances in some of these regional events, but have yet to make playoffs here in FACEIT Master. So this is their best season so far coming in. And apparently just narrowly missed out on playoffs each of the previous times. So Garfo coming in 3-3, the Brazilian team on the right-hand side of your screen at the bottom there. Yeah, just narrowly missing out. But, it's one of those teams that seems to be getting better and better each year. So we've got two very interesting tales and two teams that are very hungry for that playoff spot. We're making it to that playoff spot really does mean a lot. It really does carry a lot for these players and have a lot of significance for these teams right now. So really, I mean, genuinely cool narrative coming out of South America here today. Nohosa, thank you for the follow. Forgive me if I mispronounce your name. I'm sorry. Timmy says, "Go fork." All right. See, now we know we got some Garfo fans in here. We've got some Garfo fans in here. So I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Take a look at the roster. I was kind of looking through here, seeing if I recognize any of these names from previous seasons of when we previously had Pumas on. Depending on how long this takes to set up, we may have time to go take a look. Here, I do want to get y'all some Preds. I'm terrible at closing up Preds, but you know what? We're gonna try. We are so gonna try. I'm just gonna get in the habit of doing this. I'll give you all a little extra here on this first map. But obviously I'm doing Preds over a delay. So, it has its challenges. It has its inherent challenges. This is our first time getting South America Overwatch on this season. I am very, very excited. Very much looking forward to this. Let's see. We're talking about we are being rebroadcast. This is a first as well. Being rebroadcast, I believe on William Mooney's channel through their production system, and I mean all the great overlays and cool setup they have, and just that awesome unique style they've got going on. So this is kind of a dual broadcast we have going on tonight. So that is also a first. So really, really cool. Really, really cool. Okay. We are getting our initial picks coming in. Map 1 is randomly chosen. And then it will be loser pick from there. Garfo will be your first attacker. So the team on the right-hand side will stay on the right-hand side. Oop. Yeah, since we've had added information, my overlays actually don't contain everything anymore. It's kind of sad. But that is Samoa will be your map pick. Here, we can go back to this one. Samoa will be your map pick there. Honestly, I like this one because I like showing off the team logos. And you get... I like, getting the teams front and center. I just think it's cool. I'm gonna revamp all this if I have time. I mean, who knows? This schedule might just butt right into season 5, and I have minimal time to make any kind of major overhaul to my overlays. I am gonna fix the controller and the anyway. Got a lot of behind scenes stuff to do, and it feels like less time to do it. Yeah, tuba. I'm aware. Yeah, it literally means fork in Portuguese. It's cool. It's cool. Lucio is the first ban. And I believe that is a Pumas ban. I believe the team on the left gets first ban. Okay. Y'all ready? I'm ready. Let's get into this. This is for all the marbles. This is for all the marbles. Winner makes playoffs. Loser is done. Loser is going to be watching the rest of season 4, thinking about what could have been. The fork's biggest enemy is the spoon. Ah, fair enough. I figured the fork's best friend is probably the knife. I don't know. You know, something to think about. Go Jiu Sugobo? Oh, hope I pronounced that right. Okay, wait. Gyusagobo. That's I know this one. I know this one. Gyusagobo made our highlights. Yeah, the rare Sunday stream, Maddie. Hey, you know what? We gotta get some South America Overwatch on. It was a Ramacha ban coming out from Garfo, I believe. I believe. Well, it'll be more clear moving forward. The first one is I'm fairly confident that left side just gets first ban. That's the way it seems to be, and that was the Lucio ban. I don't have confirmation on that. It just is the way it seems to have always panned out. But yeah, we had Garfo and Gyusagobo on and for our highlights as well. All right. We're about to get into this thing. Let's get into some South America Overwatch. We got Effects, Crow, Del Sandro, Jonghyun, and Destro here for Pumas taking the battlefield. Your starters for Garfo are going to be Cappy on Lake Top. Marcelo V's. I'll probably just go with Marcelo. Gyusa Gobo. I'll probably, Gyusa. And then Domino. Dominio. All right, I'll do my best. I will do my best. Fabs Barf, thanks for the follow. Let's get into it. I've been looking forward to this all week. We're starting things off here on Samoa for your opening now. It's time for map 1. Nano Widow, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Nano Widow, the goat. Nice. You know, always good to see some goats in chat. Always good to see some goats in chat. Ooh, Gyusagobo. This was the exact pick that made the highlight reel. Was this Doomfist. A big map-saving play back on Colosseo. Gonna pull out here against the Orisa comp coming out from Pumas. The Chilean squad playing safe in the back line with Union on this Cassidy. And a break to keep the Yana alive here and everybody safe and happy. Lick Tat there on the Tracers, able to recall out. Big Bionade lands, honestly, on both sides. Both teams running the Brigada. Puma's forced to back away, though. Yusuke taking a lot. Inflicting a lot of damage, but takes the sleep. Uh-oh, you're not going to be able to get out of that one. No way. Okay, I thought the second move might have done it. Backline's able to react in time. Crow picks off the Doomfist. The look at Bionade lands. Link Tat with an opportunity. Yes, we'll find the kill. Ah, I missed that kill, Link Tat. I'm sorry. Do I like Doomfist? Absolutely. Wait. I don't like playing against Doomfist. I like watching Doomfist. A mean Doomfist can make my life hell. Doesn't matter what role I play. But, you know what? Too much damage and a lot of sustain out of the Erasers is going to be the end of the Yusukobo here in this particular fight. Pumas were going to flip this point. They've got 3 players kind of isolated on this side. Link Tat trying to alleviate some pressure here with the Pulse Bomb. Lands that one. Right at the feet of Marcelo. Nano Boost thrown in onto Crow, though. Back on this front line, and they've been able to equalize. Picking up a pair of kills. Pumas picked up 16% all while this was going on. I believe, Tuba. Just keep working it, keep getting better. I believe. I can't wait to see you in playoffs. We'll see you there in season 5. What are we looking at? We're looking at a Nano Boost available, but oh, what a nade! The effects lands a just monstrous, huge 3-pointer bucket there to purple the entirety of the Brazilian Garfo. Oh! Crow catching Dominio in the corner. And they're going to get this objective over 50%. The Spear doesn't land, but they're able to get the sleep onto the block. Still, Meteor Strike onto the sleeping Crow. We'll get the nade out from the effects. Ooh, Rido's Rice. Thank you for the follow. I'm sorry if I butchered that. Rally up from both of our teams. No, excuse me, Marcelo just doesn't decide to pop there. This is the overclock was what I was hearing coming out from Pumas. But Dominio needs no overclock to win that duel. Now the rally coming in from Marcelo into this top angle. Domino's got a beautiful sightline and some excellent crossfires. Deadly, as a matter of fact. Purple landed in from Capium. And that's going to be the end of the back line. Should be the flip at this point, but not before Pumas are able to grab 99%. Where's Domino? Where's Dominio? All right, this high ground. This is where Pumas need to get to, and this is kind of where the Doomfist prevails. Be able to close too much space can make it very difficult for Crow and the rest to try to close that gap. Playing as far away as possible. Seeing a little bit of damage coming in. As Youngyun is playing off of a small flick on the outside, but staying within range to get back and peel. And this is why. Look at that beautiful purple, beautiful flashbang. And Gyoso falls immediately. Dominio does drop that high ground overclock, but just everybody's able to hide. And with Gyosa out of the fight, Pumas can just kind of stay on point, anchor, take cover. Now Gyosa back in, trying to see if they make miracles happen. As I stick the camera behind the wall, Gyosa is able to get one. Drop the Meteor Strike right on top of Crow. Crow is low. Little wrist strike to the back. Now going in on the Brig. And a Tornado of Terror converges onto the Pumas. Garfo will take our opening sub-map.
Greetings.
Score 0-1. Ready for battle.
My dog just came busting into my office. Also excited to see some South American Overwatch.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round.
Alright, Jungyoon coming off of the Cassidy onto a Torbjorn. Swapping, I think, a protection against Gyosa's Doomfist. An anticipated reactor rotation start. Good diving area, good staging area for dive teams. Ligtat on the Genji. Could be a bit of an X factor here. You playing a very hard flank off this back left-hand side. Giant nade! Then the dash through is enormous. What a shot there out of Garfo. As the bio nade clips 3 or 4. And everybody from Garfo was in a position to follow that up. An incredible, explosive first fight. There out of Fork. That's what I'm forking talking about. Can this bunker get set up, get entrenched? Johnny trying to find some angle on this left-hand side. There's just a lot of targets. He has a dangerous little sideline there, and Johnny just got the business in of Dominio's rail shot. Jumping back behind into the cover of the point. Yosa just keeping pressure on the front line for now. Lightside does get picked up in the back line. Nice kill out of Del Sandro. Much needed one as well, as it felt like Pumas were struggling to find any room to work. Oh, Yosa misses that spear, dodges that by a frame. The instincts are so good on the Doomfist, but unfortunately, instincts alone won't keep you alive through that onslaught. Once again, we get a Pumas flip. Second verse, same as the first. Similar story to what we saw there on downtown. With first fight going to Garfo, although not quite as explosive as we saw here. Second fight goes over to Pumas. Yosa builds up a meteor strike through all of that. He's going to go ahead and use that immediately. Ooh, he affects as a pancake. Speared in out of block, but as Crow is the only one left here on point, it will not matter in the end. Immediately we get another flip. Nano Blade coming up online. Dominio with the overclock in the pocket right now, ready to go. There is a Kitsune rush here on the other side. We haven't seen this adjustment. Haven't really talked about, did say, I mean, Del Sandro clearly accurate with the kunai. I haven't really talked about the differences here with no Brig instead of bringing this Kiriko. One of which is a Kitsune rush. Huge offensive attack, but you have the same sustain that you might need to survive this Nano Blade coming in from Ligtat. Terror Surge takes it out to an EO, but Ligtat's already taken out both of your supports, and Crow is the next on the chopping block here out of the South American Genji. Well, cannon be damned. Crow's gonna pick up a Zarya. I actually love this. Is my classic go-to against a good Doom. And I mean, just try to build energy through bubble protection. And pressure on the back line. Nanobo's thrown on to Destro. Overclock. Block up, purple in, causing an aggressive position. EFX, look at EFX just nano themselves and try to go in, but Dominio comes in with a crossfire, sneaks it on that left-hand side and just cleans off this entire section. A brilliant first map here out of Garfo as they look to make their first appearance in the playoffs. They are one step closer with an opening map win on Samoa. They'll start off our series with that 1-0 lead.
Play of the game.
And they say super. And they say super. And they say super. And they say super. And they say super.
Taking a look at some stats there from map 1. What do I see, friends? A dominant performance there from Garfo. Gios Gobo, 23 and 6, 9,000 damage, but it's Dominio there on the Sojourn leading the server with 10k damage. Ligtat with fewest deaths in the Flux DPS, beat the Tracer of the Genji. Only had 3 deaths there in the DPS role. Fewest of all the DPS. Nicely done. Nicely done. Now we're getting into a loser pick scenario. So Pumas have chosen Havana and have banned out that Doomfist immediately, wasting no time going into that Doomfist ban. So kind of pulling out one of their strongest bans, it feels like, super early in this series, right? But on map 2 is such a pivotal point in any best of 5 series. Going down 0-2 always feels like such a mountain to climb. So being able to tie it up here is very significant for the momentum of the overall match. It's going to be a Widowmaker out here from Garfo. Garfo also chose to attack first, so shows a bit of confidence in that. Also shows that they kind of want to let the defensive Pumas commit first on what compositions we're going to be seeing here. So when you choose to attack, particularly on a map like this where we've seen a variation of poke and brawl, forcing the defense to kind of make the first choice and show their hand first on composition could be a powerful thing. Oh, we're waiting on players, sorry. I mean, we can keep it on that. It's probably better than my ugly mug. Hey, what the hell happened? Trying to use Overwatch hotkeys on OBS apparently. There we go. Aw, I was gonna zoom in and kind of see, just get a little skin check with our players, just kind of a vibe check. It's all right. It's all right. I do enjoy a little get to know you of the players. Doesn't have to all be super serious all the time. But you know what? There's a lot at stake here. Let's not get distracted. Stay focused on the task at hand.
Ready for battle.
Ooh, drums.
Always so unpredictable.
Oh, hey, Prince. Ah, I remembered.
Spend every moment growing into who you truly are.
Yay! I don't care if y'all use them. I'm just proud of myself for remembering. We are gonna get a poke opposition here out of Pumas on this defense.
We're in this together. All of us.
Attackers incoming.
So we're not getting the brawl style close hold that we've seen a lot here in NA. Okay, so Ligtat has gone over to the tank. Dystopia has come in the tank role, in the DPS role. Interesting. Tail FPS, thank you for the follow. I see no swaps here for the defense for Puma's lineup. Big purple out of EFX. So, on Samoa, EFX was doing a lot of work in the team fights that Pumas were coming out on top. And there it is. I should have just left it on EFX's pop. EFX was doing so much. Opens that one up with the sleep, but can't keep Crow up through the subsequent onslaught. Does win a couple of shots down towards Ligtat's direction. Is able to keep them at bay momentarily and build up towards this Nano. Ooh, but they're not going to get it out, unfortunately. Puts themselves inside that barrier. Not enough damage to keep Ligtat at bay. They're jumping back down on the outside. There's a lot of pressure in there. I was kind of keeping an eye on to see if anybody's able to get it done. I thought Dystopia with that crossfire could actually be a big determining factor. Linktack and Dominio are still confident holding this outside with that self-destruct, so able to get an extra 700 health on the back of that. Safely remaking. Gravitic Flux now out here from Crow, though, in a rally to back it up. Oops, that's Dale's Pav. Out of Del Sandro. This results in a D-Mech and a stagger onto Linktack. Crow in a bit of trouble out here, but seems to have it handled, and this defense stabilizes. Oh, I haven't gotten to play in forever, Maddie. I long for it so bad.
Empowered and ready to fire. Empowered and ready to fire.
Bob, as well as overclock ready to go. You are looking at a Nano Blade. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and invest that. Bob throwing in here from the defense to try to hang on. God. Dominio with a squeaky clean blade. That thing was polished to a sheen. So a minor hiccup here in point B, but a very quick team fight to bring it back. Crow's going to swap over to a Wrecking Ball, trying to come back onto this point. You have an overclock to work with from Destro. Dystopia has one on the other side. Feels like the defense desperately trying to take this space back, trying to keep it on them, but they're not going to be able to. Dominio continues to just dance around this defense, find the weaknesses, and pick it apart. Goes for the vulnerable spots like pressure points. Just like any good ninja should. The Pumas logo is sick, Phoenix Man. I agree wholeheartedly. Sandra making a swap over to the Zenyatta, which I like on paper. It makes it much easier for Crow to kind of follow up and put a lot of pressure on a single target. Notably, Capium, I believe, will be the target of choice. Jonghyun picks up a good shot. Destro's going to find that high-value target of the Yana. So the defense will win their second fight here of the map. And it could really... Oh, they're just going to leave Licktat sleeping over there. As I was starting to say, this is an important spot to kind of really stop this momentum. This could very quickly turn into a big hole. Now, I will say it's probably another good ult cycle that Pumas need to survive through. But they have EFX's nano boost to work with. Looks like a lot of adaptive shielding getting through that. You can see all the huge green bar from Crow on that one. So Licktat waits that out, tries to go clear up a little space, puts the Leon June off that side. Everybody's forced back. Crow now inside the mega house. As soon as the push and pull, oh, the boop off! Licktat, yeah, even drops the nice one in chat. Uses the dash. What a great read. Oops, sorry. As Crow saw the boosters use, immediately had their own grapple to get back into that immediate fireball. No chance. Uh-oh, but have you overextended? Have you overstayed your welcome? Defense has managed to work up into the macro, though, nicely. So there's no longer behind this. It will be an explosive fight, but a huge defender's advantage might have just been given over. Although with the Juno down, we'll see how much Licktat and the rest of Garfo want to try to invest into this fight. Oh, honestly, I'm surprised you're pushing up this far. Oh, Sandro, excuse? I was not familiar with your game, my friend. A huge pair of picks. Licktat... The self-destruct got Crow! Oh no! Oh no! That wasn't supposed to happen. Mines coming in over the top. That's a big dynamite. It's low health bars before the mines are even thrown in. Can they get past the mines to get the healing from the orbital? It doesn't look like it. Very good use of the mines. Really good timing. Kind of devalue that ult. Licktat's trying to push into the back line. Currently a couple of different fights going on between tanks and subsequent supports. Looks like both tanks kind of falling back to their own corners for the moment. Lictat very low on health, though, inside the small mega room. Trying to dash out. Crow's going to use that opportunity. Oh, decides to try to go for the auto, but didn't land it. Nice little pile drive back. Using that extra hang time to circle back. Now is marking the tank rotation on this outside.
Let's get back to basics.
Lictat using the opportunity of Destro's overclock and just rotated around it, so they were going to have to disengage anyway. Now trying to push in through the coast. Meanwhile, you still have Dominio and Dystopia with ultimates both here at the front door.
This ends now.
Couple of shots land into Crow, but they're right back to the Mega. Nice. Oh, Del Sandro, what are you doing there? I guess killing the Juno. Is it a worthy trade with these close spawns for the defense? It could be. Dominio with the blade. Oops, that's not Dominio. There we go. Not nearly as clean a one as we saw before. Completely hunted down by Crow there in that small room. Crow now trying to see if they can perhaps boot the Ana off. Do anything they can to stabilize in the back at this point. Puma's trying to hold to try to tie up this series. Self-destruct out from Lictat. Trying to back up to their safe place to remake. Ooh, they got to jump all the way back down, but they will get the remake in. Meanwhile, it's an Ana holding down the point. The sleep won't land. The pile drive does. The transcendence is there. The defense have all the tools they need. We'll get one last touch in, but Lictat will not make it far. Dystopia, the last bastion of hope, too far away. Stop here out of Pumas in the cart. Doesn't make it too far past the choke there.
To 2. Switching sides. Initiating match. Ready for battle.
Good to see you.
My cybernetic form came out great.
I can't. But you asked to change.
ازيك؟ ازيك؟
Pipe sequence concluded.
You're too good with that gun to
waste it on a life of crime.
Hey,
Look, we are going to get the close hole coming out here from Garfo.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Escort the payload.
Big purple from effects. And Lictat immediately hits the dirt. The post office has been cleaned out. Looks like there were some interlopers in here, but, you know, you had Crow on the case. Once again, it's effects, opening things up. And you can see why they want to keep this flex support player here on the Ana. Has just been so deadly accurate with these names today. And such a big part of the Jungle Queen sustain is built off of being able to build up that health mid-fight. That one didn't quite land.
Nice work, team. Keep it moving.
Check it on the front line. We're trying to harass Dystopia in the back. Oh, that was a lot of damage. Yeah, I'm surprised. There's the speed ring. Yeah, Lictat's going to go in and try to pursue. Nade has to be used defensively, something we don't see effects do very often. The Crow is topped back up. Pile Driver will get Suzu out on the other side. So support lacking in resources right now means Dominio is just sitting duck. Nano boost and a nade from effects into the back. The slide out from Dystopia at least managed to avoid the damage from the pile drive. But you have left Lictat out all alone here on the objective. Quick pair of fight wins there for Pumas to get this thing inside. Oh, almost got the fireball back to hit the roll through on the sliding Dystopia. That would have been curtains for Dystopia too. They were very low in health. What is it, 50 for a roll through? Or is it 75? I don't know, it's more than you'd think. Woo! I think it's 50 for a roll through. Well, despite having the mines out, again, a lot of damage from Dystopia seems to be the key in taking down this pesky Wrecking Ball. And the defense trying to get their feet planted on this high ground. Dynamite. It forced Dystopia out of position for a moment, and Crows used that exact opportunity to try to move in. Now moves up with the Bob, but gets taken out immediately. Still Crow's able to find a kill onto Marcelo on the way out. And let's open up a bit of space here. He managed to get Dystopia and the rest off the high ground. Oh, but it seems like they don't mind getting low and in the thick of things. With the overclock, they're able to trade this out. Ligtag gets demeched outside. We managed to get one with the Buddy Blaster onto effects. No way. Let me go to Ligtap's Bunny Blaster Pop next time.
Soothing your wounds.
So is this actually Garfo's final form to put Ligtat on tank? Was that what? Oh! And Dominio into that Tracer. Holding on to the Nano for now. There it is. Ooh, that was a double tap roll through done to Dystopia. Campion caught in a corner. Nano fades. Oh, nice redirect. Corralling Dystopia. Forced him to slide just to make it back to the door. They were hoping to use that to get away, so they sat there knowing they could use their slide to get away and out. And Crow gets the boot back in. Completely threw a wrench into all of those plants. Really nice job of securing some space here on the back of the distillery. Mines are back on the outside. KBM goes right in with the Kitsune Rush, but another huge name out of effects. It's going to make life very difficult. Still, it's a 2-for-2 trade. Destro finds Dominio up top. But Ligtat able to get back in mech after picking up Jionyun on the Tracer. And this has gotten to be a defensive favorite fight with the late kills coming through here for Garfos. If you manage to find Crow, they're going to run off the Wrecking Ball. We have swaps effects now going into that Kiriko. You know, something we have not seen very often so far this season. Destro picking up a Sombra as well. And then even previously to that, we had Dales come off of the Zenyatta, picking up this Brig. So has built up a rally in that time. That was obviously a little bit earlier here through this attack on point B. So everybody has swapped but the tank. Crow has stayed on the Wrecking Ball throughout this attack here on Havana. Like that with an opening pick here to start things off. Crow make it back outside, and effects looks apparently just as lethal on the Curie as they are on the Ana. Rally now popped from that inside corner, but Crow's very low and a beautiful purple lands in from Capium. It just makes life so difficult. The rally is not enough. Pulse off the mark. 30 seconds to go. Here for Pumas to try to tie this up, and Dystopia makes a great shot there on to Jiangyu. Another big purple lands at Copium. Crow is down. With the adhesive siphon landing onto effects, there was no escaping that damage. And a huge play out of Dystopia here in the final 30 seconds of this defense might have just given Garfo a 2-0 lead. We'll get one more opportunity, and Effects is going to have a continuing rush coming back into this, but there are ways out of this fight. Destro dies before they can get the EMP. That was the only other hope. Destro was way out here. Oh my goodness, trying to put pressure far back on the outside. Nano boost used on, looked like it was on the Crow. Nano thrown, excuse me, on the Ligtat. Mines out of Crow onto the point. Self-destruct up, nothing but red outlines left. Destro will EMP with nobody here. They're able to get one, and Jianyu will force a recall out, but neither can stick around long enough And Garfo will move up to match point.
Play
60 for fireball hit. Thank you, Maddie. Yeah, it used to be 50 and it got buffed to 60. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about the steamroller part. I was just thinking about general fireball roller. I play my fair share of ball too. I should know that. Hey, like I always say, we get by with a little help from our friends. Y'all prove me that every day. Let's get Garfo their point on the board. Pumas put up a big hold there on that point C defense. Gave themselves an opportunity. Unfortunately, just couldn't quite take it home. Garfo play at their feet on that second point. Dystopia. Dystopia turned into an absolute madman. Dominio kind of, I think, was the highlight on their attack. And then Dystopia there on the defense in that Sojourn. I mean, just got planted and was always seemed to have the right angle, landed some killer shots. That EMP at the end. We didn't see how that happened. But it looked like, Destro ended up, way back behind. I don't know, maybe just got found out and got chased all the way out. If that EMP had made it into the fight, maybe we're looking at a different story. I can vault a pick here and an Ana ban coming through from Pumas. Let's take a look at some stats from maps here. All right, what are we seeing on stats? Ooh, Dominio, with quite a few deaths. Good job on Pumas and able to get in. Really kind of shut down the DPS player after a while. Well, like we're talking about on the attack, Dominio seem to be finding a lot of success. So we do see that adjustment as the map goes on. But,
traveling to Eichenwald.
yeah, we see the Sojourn step up in their play. So who is a Dystopia? Excuse me, Dystopia, I'm guessing, is ASAP. Yeah. So, but we see Dystopia step up and then on the defense. It ends up just giving him a world of hurt. But we're headed to Eichenwald now from map 3. Thank you, copyright-free music. It's time to move on.
Ready for battle.
Save me. Or are you wearing
Once again, Garfo have chosen to attack. Oh, their ban is not plugged in yet. What did they ban?
Not skill.
Zarya. It was a Zarya ban out of much.
Pump up the bass. Time to roll out.
So now it's effects going into the tank role. But no subs here. So it's just Crow going into support and effects going into tank. Lictet stays in tank on the other side with Dominio and Dystopia there from the DPS. They're coming on the Junker Queen here with the similar look. Marcelo off of Juno actually pulling out a Lucio here. It's the first Lucio we've seen today. Both teams actually running Lucio carry. See, working on the left-hand side. Marcelo going to that far back left, kind of giving us an indication, I think, of where this team wants to go. Ooh, they actually opt for a little cut across. And just go right across the defense and the objective to try to get this backline, but it may have been a mistake. Vulnerable to so much crossfire when you try to make a risky move like that. And eventually, Lictet gets kind of isolated there. And first fight goes to the Pumas.
Good to see you.
Destro with the dynamite forced Link Tat and company back, so they're not able to pursue effects, who was a bit low there for a moment. Link Tat still pressing in from this far side, but Jiyoung showing up in the feed, this time on the Torbjorn. Started on the Torbjorn previously as well. That's a big pick. It's going to force Garfo to kind of fall back, wait for a moment. I mean, they're still going to try to poke and prod, but they're not going to make any big engagements until they can get their fifth back in here. Dystopia making a swap onto a Cassie. Return to this fight. Marcelo down at 1 health. Vex is going to move in, find him on the outside. Love the drop down there from Jiyoung as well. Making that, kind of making that back alley very difficult for Garfo to set up. But they do manage to build it towards this Kitsune rush. They're going to push in. I believe they are still down a player here. Marcelo makes it back into the fight, kind of on the tail end of the fight. For a boop. Not enough to get it. Defense loses one in the name of Crow, but everybody else still here. 90 seconds remain. Done a good job of limiting the ult charge on the other side here. We're approaching the 1 minute mark. We're just now starting to get ults online here for Garfo. You know, really nice indication of just how diligent this defense has been. Should only be one ult cycle here for this fight if defense plays their cards right. They're going to use a Bob here to kick things off, but so far, let's see Dystopia in defeat. Dominio does get picked off. Sound barrier available for the defense. Marcelo's going to get theirs online here as well. Wictat comes through this middle room, goes back into the house. You can hear the molten core coming out from Jiyoung to back him up. Sound barrier as well, trying to hold this defense. Rampage does not, well, doesn't really get anything, at least not after some purples come through. Still the attacking, still Ligtac, that is able to find a kill on a Jiyoung. Get 90% picked up when Effects is going to make a move to try to come back in onto this objective. Just stalling, tiptoeing on the corner, but it cost them the mech and the points on the board. Now sound barrier advantage here for Garfo as they start to take to the streets. Knife lands onto Jiyoung, but Effects is there to kind of back him up. There's a small opportunity there, forces a bit of peel out of Lake Tat. Deadeye comes out from Dystopia, but Marcelo goes down. Add one to the random screenshot column. Yeah, good old bit of South America Overwatch. Gotta love it, gotta love it. Del Sandro and Jiyoung down low. Ooh, Destro's the one we should have been looking at. That high ground. Well, I was about to say, Del Sandro didn't give me a chance. Considering rush up top with Dystopia is able to find a pick on to Del Sandro, though. Marcelo is still just kind of holding on to this sound barrier. Delicate moment there for Capioma on the outside. But with the Suzu and the Swift Step, they're able to stay alive through all of that, surviving the self-destruct and the fall.
Enemy turret destroyed.
Defensive Bob and Kitsune rush thrown right in front of the gate. And it was Lake Tat dropping down. Oh, that is a lone Effects down there by themselves. Perhaps went to intercept somebody and ends up just completely isolating themselves. Crow thought about getting down there, but a couple of headshots though on a Lake Tat. You know what's even the odds? If you can't save your tank, might as well kill the oppositions. Man, Garfo are just forced to back away slow.
30 seconds
Jonghyun here with a molten core. 15 seconds remain as Ligtat finds a kill onto Ligtat. Excuse me, onto Effects to start this off. But Marcelo dies. Destro just takes the sound barrier out of this fight. Delsandro has officially lapped Marcelo on this sound barrier. 2 on cart. KPO does get that Kitsune rush down. Isn't enough for Ligtat to take this point. Both sound barriers into this fight. Ligtat with a big axe swing, and they've got the additional heals on the back of that cartage. Oh, beautiful jagged knife lands. Suzu keeping the crow alive for the moment, but only for the moment. Dystopia finds that kill. Domino with the duplicate on the Tourbillon here on the outside. What? How does Ligtat die to that self-destruct, though? Oh, no. Effects going up top does get taken out of mech. Dropping down, Jonghyun, who's trying to hold on to this point. Dale gets 2. Cleaning off the back end. The defensive Puma holds here at the bridge.
Complete. Score 0.
Gyusa,
1.
thank you for being here, you legend.
Initiating match.
Excuse me. Sorry. Whoa, snuck up on me. Sorry about that.
Ready for battle.
We got the Doomfist Master himself here.
Nobody uses
All right.
15 electric guitars
Pumas put up
like
another
those
good defense. Is this one enough? Is this one enough?
We're in this together. All of us. We're doing this my
You think we shouldn't fight back?
way. I think you need to start fighting smarter.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Very quick approach right onto the objective. Oh, gets punished immediately. Good push and pull. I was thinking the defense of Garfo was kind of holding far back and kind of giving up that first leg for free. You know, not really fighting here where you're seeing him fight now. But it was just a bit of a bait and switch, I'd say. A bit of a rubber band push back and then the slingshot forward as they find that opening pick. Now moving forward, kind of holding the archway. Johnny was trying to work down low. It ended up being a push on the leg set to the outside, but one that's giving Domino a good angle. Leg set's still alive after finding a kill on the Jonghyun's +1 to this defense. And they're going to back through the archway. Mamma Mia, thank you for the follow. Oh, Kiyosukobo, thank you so much. You're too kind. Obrigado. Obrigado. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Oh, I'd love to come to Brazil. I've heard nothing but amazing things about Brazil. I had a good friend in college from Brazil. Huge push in. Del Sandro's going to find a pick on the outside. It's straight in 2 for 1, but the Pumas still have the advantage. Oh, no way! Oh, that's going in a highlight reel. Effects just gets a rampage cancel with a remake. I have never in my life seen that. I have never in my life seen a rampage canceled by a Diva remake. That was spectacular. All right, Pumas. All right, Pumas, you got some energy. You got a point on the board. Well, you don't have a carry. Yeah, it could be a problem, but... Look at just staying right in their face, too. Look how aggressive they are. Using that bleed damage. So the bleed perk that we're currently seeing Linktat have equipped, that one got doubled in its effectiveness here in this mid-season patch. And so previously we were seeing the shout reload. Now we're starting to see the bleed perk more and more. Here comes a big carnage in. Shout use, consider rush up, and it's all not enough to keep Linktat alive. Sound barrier, Deadeye engaged, and a couple of headshots on Dominia. Is going to keep the Pumas rolling here through the streets of Eichenwalde. You do have a couple players set up. That box of victory is just around that first bend, though. Not very far across the bridge whatsoever. Sound barrier advantage here from Garfo. We're going to drop down and use that immediately. Try to get Dominio stiff on the high ground. They do so. Opening that shot up for Gionion. Got pushed back a little bit. Dominio wants to get back in place. Still hasn't hit the trigger on this overclock. Eventually booped off and forced back down. But the defense were able to clean up there in the ground war. Still plenty of time remains here for Pumas to get this cap. That is a great reason to come to Brazil, Tuba. That is the best reason I've heard yet. I mean, we don't have a Gio Sagobo here. That's for sure. Rampage is going to hit one. I mean, that's all you need. That's all you need. Destro's going to go down. Self-destruct on the point. Really trying to hold this. Linktat is able to get one with it. Dominio comes flying back on. Drops the overclock with 1 health. With the Katsuna rush of the Suzu, and a bit of an unexpected counterpunch coming out here from Pumas. Though down in the fight, still invest heavy to try to push it. I think it's going to work. They've got Capium. They've got the cleanup on Dystopia as well. Linktat returns on a wrecking ball in a 1v3. We'll get booped off. Here comes Dominio. Try to hold. They get pushed away into oblivion, and Pumas put a point on the board. Their season's not done yet, friends.
Play of the game.
All right, let's look at some stats. Hey, give me stats. There we go. That's the right tab. So Garfo will get a map pick for the first time here tonight. A dominant performance by the Pumas. Del Sandro, 21-2 there on the Lucio. Effects changing roles and comes in and puts up a 12K round. Almost the highest damage in the server, but Linktat beats him out by a mere 250 damage points. Effects does get highest elims in the lobby though. Okay, so a Diva ban coming out from Garfo this time around. Pumas decided they want to switch things up a little bit. They want to start on the other side. Now, I will say that, I mean, it felt like that was a map pick that heavily supported Pumas in that. They're able to pull out the, play the diva compositions. And we saw in point A, the defense, it didn't hold very long, but on point B, that diva made a huge difference. So now Garfo getting to pick a push map here. Where they can go back into something that they, is a little bit more comfortable as far as their style. This will be a big test. This will be a big test. And clearly, I mean, like, we didn't, Garfo didn't ever opt to go into the dive to try to match the diva with anything. Dude, does look like we've got Gyusa coming back in here for map 4, though. Kyube, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Oh, I forgot to pay you out pets for map 2. I'm sorry. Hey, 3 out of 4 ain't bad. Oh well, I'm doing my best. I'm trying to incorporate Preds on a delay. Now, do we see Crow try to go back into the tank role? It kind of depends on the map. Did they do it? It was Coliseo, right? I mean, you could absolutely just keep effects in the tank role and stick with that diva. The diva can do a good job of healing against the Doomfist as well. So even if Gyusa, I mean, we're seeing Gyusa back in, it was indeed a Coliseo pick. Gyusa finalized here, so we can anticipate the Doomfist back on the battlefield. That does mean Ligtat heading back over to the DPS role. So we're seeing the previous Sojourn. Oh my goodness, it just doesn't stick. Dimitri coming out, and Dominio will be staying in that DPS role. Oh, we already mentioned that we did see the let's see, we had the Diva band come through. It's gonna be a Sojourn band from the other side. So Sojourn band from Pumas. Diva band out from Garfo. All right, let's get into map 4. We've got a game, y'all. We've got a game. Playoff spot on the line.
Particle cannon online. Let's run them over.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Winner moves on, loser goes home. Effects is staying in the tank roll.
5,
Ooh, pulling out the Zarya. Okay.
3, 2, 1. Objectives unlocked in 30 seconds.
The Brazilian Doomfist is back on the battlefield.
They say super.
One of the top 10 tourist attractions of Brazil, apparently.
And they say super.
Rocking the Shock Championship skin. It's a sick skin. One of the cool championship skins. Because it actually affects the ult, or it leaves the team logo in the Meteor Strike. Really cool, actually. Kind of touched on, not only are we seeing the effects Zarya that I did mention, bubbles can be very handy for appealing against the Doomfist, and then you actually have the damage to go, counter punch back effectively. But you do also see this Somber here as well. You see the manual hack come in, and Gio Sagobo gets stuck in that corner. Not able to use those cooldowns to get out. Even just that split second's all that Pumas needed to find that opening pair of kills. And some good progress. An opening lead here to start. Of course, with push, it's about putting together back-to-back fight wins and attacking this high ground. Always a challenge when you're the team coming out of the archway. Another manual hack went under Gyosa. Gyosa goes into the back line. Trying to find Ligtat, but excuse me. Gyosa is trying to find Dale. I just hit the wrong button. Yeah, don't mind me. Wait, I saw nothing wrong there. No notes. Gyosa is practically perfect in every way, as is my casting.
To maintain our advantage.
There's really just my observing and my casting not aligning. Like, wait, I confused myself. It happens. It's all right. Kind of the nature of being a one-man band. We are looking at Ooh, we're looking at a dead Dominio. Pulse Bob to try to equalize, will not land. Bob in. Another good fight here out of Pumas. We'll clean up on the back. Campium is able to make it out over to this high ground. So once again, I mean, back to the real test. Be the first team to try to come out of the archway and win the high ground fight. So far, neither able to do it. Kyusa moving in aggressively. We've got, we do have the duplicate ready. Kyusa not able to get out, not able to use that meteor strike. Immediately goes down with the EMP coming in on the top from Jeongyun. They get shut down as soon as they engage. I love the planning out of Pumas, and they executed beautifully on that counter punch. Now the large arm pugilist is stuck in a graviton surge. The Kitsune Rush and the sound barrier coming out here from Garfo to try to see if they can strike back, try to get value and survive through it. It looks to have worked. So they leverage the sound barrier for the sustain, and the Kitsune Rush there to strike back. They get control of this bot. Importantly, Pumas are not able to grab that checkpoint. I might have to get in and watch Vex versus Motori. I saw that was happening tonight. We'll see how this goes. Because I know if Vex wins that, they make it in, but if Vex loses, I think SNV gets their slot. So there is playoff implications for that match. Or maybe it's not, I mean, not playoff implications, but relegation implications. Zarya working out so far. Duplicate, in fact, from Domino. Flattery, the highest, imitation, the highest form of flattery. This doppelganger will not last. Pumas maintain control here as we're approaching the halfway mark as far as time. Jeongyun coming up on another EMP. The last one used just to shut down the engagement there out of Akiusa. Checkpoint picked up here out of Pumas. Del Sandro moves in for their second kill of this team fight. Grab in there from effects. Just got one. I think may have had Capium for a moment. They swift step away. Still, the grab does its job. TS1 is starting to turn this corner. Bob at the ready. Capium has a Kitsune Rush right in over the middle. The EMP, though, means that no one's going to survive long enough to take advantage of it. Just turns out the lights just as the streets get paved. TS1 has moved relentlessly, unhindered through Coliseum over the past couple of minutes, all marching in favor of Pumas and their chance to force a map 5. They're forced to continue on here in this tournament, here in Season 4, and to try to find a spot in playoffs. Late kills coming through. The cleanup is good. Pumas complete Coliseum. Some stats there for map 4. Dominant. The Chilean squad have really turned this around. After going down 0-2. After falling short, they're on Havana. The EMP not ended up being a factor in the fight. The Sombra looked a little lackluster back on map 2. Comes back out here on map 4. And ends up being a massive component of Puma's success and shutting down Gyosa and keeping Pumas in control. It was a little bit of back and forth there in the first few minutes. It took a couple of engagements for a team to be able to push through that high ground. But once Pumas broke that open, and it was on the back of one of those EMP gauges that they did, they never looked back. So Lijiang Tower pick here out of Garfo, here for map 5. They are going to ban out the carry and will stay on the left-hand side. Let's see. Let's check in. What time? What time is that in a match tonight? Because I know that one does have some playoff implications. Oh, excuse me, Master. Okay, so that's like they're voting right now. Oh, sorry, buddy. Oh. My dog was right there, and I just elbowed him in the face. I didn't know he was coming up on me. Okay, so that is starting right now. We may try to get into that and see if we can get some bonus Overwatch for you tonight. We'll see how it goes. For right now, let's keep our focus on the here and now. Does Garfo have an important decision to make here right out of the gate? Found success with Gusa early in the series. But it looked like Pumas had the answer for the Doomfist there at map 4. So, do Garfo want to try to stick with that, especially on Lijiang Tower, where you could make it work and control? No. Looks like the answer is no. We are going to see... okay, this is not dystopia. I said Dimitri earlier. This is not dystopia. Sorry, dystopia. I got your name wrong earlier. My bad. We're going to see Wasizi coming in as the 5th. So a little bit of a completely different look here out of Garfo. I'm curious to see how this manifests once we get in game. Abyss Walker, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you being here. For a bonus presentation, some South America FACEIT League here tonight. Comes and says, go for it. Try to stave off the reverse sweep right now. I mean, playoff spot on the line here in map 5. Let's see. We had talked about that Kiriko ban coming out from Garfo. It's going to be a Tracer ban in from Pumas here as we head into Lijiang Tower.
Match.
Starting off a control center. I don't think we ever start on control center. I'm sure somebody out there is like, I feel like we always start on control center. It's map 5 time. Let's get into it.
Ready for battle.
Particle cannon online. Let's run them over. I'm the last one you'll ever cross.
This looks like a team that gets into trouble. Good thing I came along.
What's up?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
Okay. So was Izzy coming in the wrecking ball? We're getting an entirely new tank altogether. Impact the DPS. Pulling out the Genji effect. Sticking with the Zarya pick coming into this. It's been a 1-for-1 trade here right out of the gate. Young going down means a little bit of less DPS here for effects, but they still have both supports in this fight. Whoop! Never mind, spoke too soon. The Chrome Warrior gets picked off there by Dominio, and this fight clearly goes back in favor of Garfo. Bubble's not only good for Doomfist, but, you know, good for anti-nades coming out from Capium as well. Vex's able to protect their team through that. That's one of my favorite things about the Zarya, especially the rework, you know, like Overwatch 2 Zarya. Just the choice on Bubbles is so important. And you can do so much, but it is costly. Each one's so valuable. Wasizi looping it through server room. The rest of the team's still trying to push up through main. No, the rest of the team is actually following through server as well. It's just Dominio who's still camped out in main with this off angle. Yeah, could be under a bit of pressure, but Wasizi's able to circle around. Still Effects is able to find Linktat in that rotation. It looks like all of Pumas have pushed into server to cut off all the squishies. Finally, Wasizi realizes they've got more reinforcements left and they have to return. No more friends on the point. Marcelo moved in to try to back up Wasizi in this 1v3. Turn on the point, mine's available. Immediately coming out, Power Drive lands, but the sound barrier keeps Gesture alive, albeit only at half health after bouncing out off of a few mines. Graviton Surge invested in, and Neil's already picked up one with their overclock. Effects trying to dance around, see if they can get a kill. They do get the kill. Wasizi gets the nano boost. Destro gets picked off there by that overclock. Importantly, very close to that EMP. So keeping that out of the fight has been instrumental here in the back half of this engagement. Garfo have grabbed control. Wasizi going in hopeful to get some extra. Oh, I love that little attack. Use just that little bit of corner there on the outside to get a free pile drive in there. Vilsandro caught in the caught in the disruptor shot is what that was. Dominio! Woo! The pretty pair of kills there in the back of the fight. Zarya Hate Club, with that said, Garfo got this. Monkey happy, I'll try to get in there once this match is done. Wasizi Mines have already got one. Linktat and Marcelo looking like a bit of trouble. Vex is forced off of that angle, though. Good peel out of Marcelo with Linktat landing the shots. Puma's back up, retreat.
This ends now.
Overclock the force. First thing to open up this fight. Is that a nano boost onto a Torb? You don't see a nano Torb very often, but unfortunately the EMP kind of made it look a little, well, a little floppy. A little pool noodle-ish. Dominio with the overclock, and then still that sound barrier advantage. Still, Sandro's been able to catch back up in the sound barrier. We are going to open up with this OC. Dash through the Linktat. Moved on over to a Genji as the overclock is invested, excuse me, in the sound barrier is invested in from both teams. +1 here to Garfo on the point. A low effects, throws the self-destruct high, gets 3 with it, what? Oh no! What a way here for the Chilean squad to cap Control Center with an explosive finish here to our round 1 of map 5.
Score 0-1. Ready for battle. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
Oh, almost got all the way to the other side. That was actually a pretty cool roll-up. Immediately putting some pressure on Jiangyun. Dominio finds the cross angle without much worry. And the Sojourn's got the back turns. Makes the opposition a lot easier to keep track of. Everybody tried to chase Rasizi out at this point. They succeeded in doing so, and that Mega is hacked. Rasizi does not get the sustain that they were looking for, but you know what? Garfo are able to get the point. And, you know, that's an important first cap. Manuel hacking a lot of damage, just surrounded. He will not find any escape on that one. The rest of the team kind of caught in the corner. Does get a D-Mac. Oh, and asleep. So effects with the reset, you can see the taxi going back. But since he's able to scout this though, knows there might be a window of opportunity here. Quick run back from the other team. Have Pumas gotten set up enough for this engage? Yes, it certainly looks like it. Dale! Dale comes up with 2 out the window. Just barely caught it at the top right-hand side of your screen. Ah, gotta love a good double boop here on Night Market. Get him, Dale. That was funny. That was clean. That was clean. Rest of the squad running up here through the front door. Trying to force it back. Hacked out of the Deadeye. Dominio still is able to get the pick with the nano boost to back him off. Self-destruct. Oh, you know Garfo's going to be desperate to get around this corner. Nice sleep dart. Oh. Capio with some skills and some accuracy back here on the Ana. This is going to get a flip back over for Garfo. They get control. 59% on the board for Pumas, though. A coalescence to come back onto this point, and you know what? Leads the charge into a swift retake here for Pumas. Minefield over the courtyard. This says he was trying to force the team back with just a little point presence. Succeeded in doing so, but Pumas were able to kind of get planted, kind of got past the minefield. So we ended up with an honest fight on point, but Effects ends up knocked off. Another boop, I think, just sent Dales down to the bottom. Nope, once again they make it back on. But can they get back to their friends? Oh no! Ooh, I thought there might have been a counter boop there, but Ligtat had enough of that shenanigans. Comes up with a 3-piece on the back of the fight.
My ultimate's ready.
Nanoboost administered.
Nanoboost thrown on to Rasizi. Ligtat with the Deadeye is able to pick up 2 before Destro brings them down. Destro doesn't have much health to work with. Dominio with the overclock is able to clean off this point. Garfo with a slick fight. It was fast. The only good news there. Destro might have a chance to get back on here. Might be able to reset for this. Somebody you're engaged. Marcelo does have one to work with as well. Mine's here at the front door. Del Santro's just going to go and drop the sound barrier on the outside, but it means Effects does not get the benefit. Trying to catch Capium in a color. Eats a sleep dart. Dancing around their own minefield. Capium's going to make it back outside. Self-destruct from Effects onto this objective. Actually kills Domino. The squish gets Capium! My goodness, Effects is the master of the squish. And is keeping Pumas in this fight. Although it's a 1v3. And those odds, are going to end up going in Garfo's favor. They force a map 3. This series and the playoff berth of one of these teams will be decided on Gardens.
Score 1-1.
Go!
Ready for battle.
We're in this together. All of us.
Setting my equalizer to absolute destruction.
All systems fired up and ready to engage. 해보자고!
Five,
Hi.
4, 3, 3. Capture the objective.
Joey's sticking with a Symmetra here. First time we've seen a Symmetra. An all from either team, all series. What a nade! Cappy just hit 17 people with that bio nade. Everything went purple. And everybody, well, a couple players ended up back at spawn. Huge advantage. Oh no! Wazizi hits the corner. Not able to get back into the Mega. And we actually get a bit of an equalizer out from Garfo. Oh, excuse me, out of Pumas. All right, it's not enough. Dominio does pick up a kill on a Destro, and there's first cap over to Pumas. Or over to Garfo. God. They swap sides, and my brain still hasn't caught up.
Area denial.
Ooh, a fill on the outside. Ooh, nice shot. Fine, like that. Another approach there from the hallway. Wazizi low. Effects getting pursued all the way up to the tea house to try to find this kill. Eventually goes in, looks around, decided, okay, I've got room. The boop got, yeah. Oh, not only got Crow, but got Destro as well. I didn't see Destro go down with the ship. 2v2 left on the point. Flip did come through. Puma's in control of the objective. Pile drive in. Like that, trying to see if they can follow up. Boot to the outside. Effects feels like they got to use the self-destruct. Probably, I mean, honestly, not a bad trade there. Pumas can't be too mad at, Garfo can't be too mad at that. Especially considering how many deaths we have seen in the self-destruct from him here today. Whoa, hiccups. Looks out with the blade, hacked up. Would like to wait for this nano boost build up. There it is. Katana pulled out, dives in, can't quite get the Ajax. That was so close. Though, Sandro, that was a bold move, my friend. It pays off here for Pumas. Overclock now invested from Dominio. And KPO's got another spectacular nade to pick up a kill. Pile drive. Dominio's got one. Del Sandro off the battlefield. Garfo on a prime position to flip this back despite the EMP coming through. Late EMP does not do nearly enough into this fight. Another big purple lands from Capium. Garfo will tie up percentage on the back of that. Oh, another good nade! Holy cow! I went to the wrong palm. Yeah, there's a first. So Crow out this fight. Okay, Crow having to respawn. Got the percentage up to 75% here for Garfo. Fade used early. Gonna go and drop the heal. Then the Coalescence coming on the back of it. Ooh, gotta be careful. There was Wazizi looking for the boop. They actually got the boop. I didn't see the Subber go down. Deadeye now thrown out onto this point, but here comes the sound barrier out of Marcelo, the one ultimate available here from Garfo, moving back on this point. As I say, the overclock is built up as well. Marcelo is down. Overclock is not here. Ligtat has a nano, though, but the 3 remaining players. There's not much left. Dominio ends up off the side. Oh, what a lucky break there for Pumas on this point. Dominio does just reset. I think maybe just reset and took the overclock with them. Final fight for the series. Final fight for the playoff spot. Sound barrier advantage. Mine's up. Deasandra's going to drop it. Lands it amidst the minefield. Junju in the back. Overclock coming in from Garfo. Blade is out from Ligtat as well. Self-destruct over the point. Ligtat goes down to the Buddy Blaster, but still a +2 here for Garfo. 95-99. Wazizi goes into the back, trying to duel with this Coalescence from Crow, but the healing is too much. They're going to move in, see if they can keep everybody else topped up. Everybody from Pumas is trying to just bunch up on this point. LinkTap returns onto a venture. Not back into this fight enough. There's no DPS here for Garfo to get this done. Spin in to win. Wasizi is trying to hold on. Campion returns, is able to get a pick onto Johnny, who's moved on to it. Farah and LinkTap takes Del Sandro down. LinkTap is still here. Campion survives on 1 health. The drill dash through. Trying to track Destro through the translocate away. The point does flip. A couple of percentage. A moment to try to get back into this thing, but a brief moment indeed. Effects moves on to the point that is hacked up. D-Mech onto the objective. Destro with an EMP. If they can get this thing built up. They get the hack in. Sound barrier's out. EMP in over the top. Hits 3, but the sound barrier is so good. There's just not enough follow-up. Mines are in here from Wasizi. They're able to get a kill. Dominio's down. LinkTap picks up 1. This fight's going the distance. Asleep! The sleep from Campion sends Xionyun into the depths from the outside. Garfo have done it. Garfo have done it. They will make it to playoffs for the first time in their history as they take down Pumas in this map 5 banger.
Play of the game.
Nerf this.
Massive GG's in the chat. There's the 3 beats on that. How does that even happen? How does that even happen? I didn't cash out your preds from map 4, I just realized. An incredible map 5 to back up an insane series. Garfo swinging around. They come in with a third option with an ace in the hole. With Sizzy coming off the bench on the wrecking ball, puts up a 37-6 performance and propels Garfo alongside LinkTap moving into that DPS role to their first playoff appearance here in FACEIT League Master Division. Massive congrats there to Garfo. And Pumas. Pumas with a struggling season. Almost find redemption. Fall 1 team fight shy of playoffs here this season. Heartbreaker there for the Chilean squad. But congrats to Garfo on doing something they have never been able to do before. And we're seeing a Brazilian team continue to climb up through the ranks as they made their way from open division all the way here, now in master playoffs. Huge congrats. Incredible game. Incredible game. Well, that is going to do it here for our first broadcast. I'm going to stick around, and we'll check in on some NA happenings going on. But that is going to do it for the broadcast of our South America series. Incredible stuff. Big shout out to William Mundi for inviting me to broadcast this series. Really glad we were able to get it on stream here to an English-speaking audience to do an English broadcast of this. Really cool, really cool. Hope to get some more South America Overwatch for you in the upcoming playoffs. Maybe we get to see how Garfo do here in that upcoming postseason. That kicks off on Tuesday. So Master Division playoffs will start on Tuesday. So keep an eye out. I'm going to try to get a schedule up later today. We'll see how that goes. So much going on. But so yes, to all our friends there, thank you so much. Obrigado, gracias, and thank you for being here with me tonight. It's been a true joy and what an honor to have this broadcasted to our South America fans. And this dual broadcast was a first for me. It was really special. So thank you very much. But I do appreciate it. We are going to go ahead and shift gears here a little bit. Let's check in. Let's check in on some NA. Let's go in. We're just going to touch base with some NA expert and check in with, NA Master, and check in with Vex taking on Vex taking on Midori. As they're trying to hang on to that slot. Let me pay off the Preds for map 4. I'm sorry, I got 3 out of 5 on Preds. I got 3 out of 5 on Preds. Pumas actually take map 4. How do they use a fork to eat Puma soup? I don't know, but they do it. I like it. I like it. Capium had a hell of a game. Capium had a hell of a game. That was incredible. That was I mean, both Autas. I don't know what y'all are cooking down there in South America, but the skill on these Autas was top tier. It was a lot of fun. I mean, impeccable. All right. Moving over to there. What's at stake here? Vex, 3-11, trying to stave off relegation. If they lose this match, they're in danger of relegation. I don't know what map scores look like. So I don't know. It's guaranteed that they get relegated if they lose this match. I don't know if it's that. But there's certainly the threat of it, right? So this current match is currently going on against Midori. Midori do not have the ability to make playoff contention. So unfortunately, 6 losses was the cutoff to make playoffs here for top 8. So there's really nothing. Midori have no stakes. This is for pride for Midori. Do they finish the season with a plus 500 record or a below 500 record? Is what's at stake for Midori. So they're going to stay in Master Division. We'll see them in Master Division for Season 5, assuming the squad sticks around. There are no dangers of being relegated, but unfortunately, they have no potential to make the postseason either. So that's what's going on right now in a Master. Let's see if we can touch base with that game, and I will see about getting us in there. Leshu, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Oh, is it done already? It says it's not ongoing anymore. It was ongoing when we... Oh, by the way, massive upset. Massive upset. This happened yesterday. I can't... Avidity Eyes take down Dildox? It's insane. It's insane. Avidity Eyes were on a tear. Avidity Eyes were on a tear. And they still fall 1 game shy. Like, they did so good. It's such an incredible story. Zombo, thank you for the follow. Really is kind of an incredible story because Avidity Eyes just upset so many players here that felt like they were winning so many matches they should not have been winning. And even had this tough schedule at the very end where they're able to get this dub over Dildox. And let's see, like that was the one team to beat Extinction all year long was Avidity Eyes. 3-0 Team Vex, who we're kind of in the hunt for right now. But they needed Chain's family to lose this. That was the kicker. That was the kicker. That Chain's family showed up against EDM yesterday. And so if Chain's family drops that match, then there's another... Then 8-7 is now your cutoff, right? And so you have a potential for map score and that stuff to play a factor. And, bushels and all that. So, but because Chain's family, they show up and they hand EDM their 5th loss of the season, Chain's family secure a spot in playoffs, and Avidity Ice are stuck watching from the sidelines. So, despite their amazing 3-2 upset over Dildox and being the only team to hand Extinction, okay, 1 of 2 teams outside of Supernova, was the only team to hand Extinction a loss until they faced Supernova this past week. Like, despite those amazing upsets, Avidity Ice still looking in from the outside, are still the Squidward looking through the drainage grate there in the meme. All right, where's this match? This match is paused. Why are we paused? Rotation and alternate play, but I don't think there's any stakes there, right? They're both sitting below. Oh, actually? Actually? I don't think they have. The problem is I don't think I don't think these teams have done as well in the map score. I don't think there's a world where they're able to upset either of these two. I feel like SNV and Team Vex have been able to take maps and have looked a little bit stronger. So I still think it's probably between these two, even though one of these teams will end up 3-12. So if Team Vex loses, there is the potential. I mean, we will have 3 teams that are tied at 3-12. I still think it's between Vex and SNV to get into the post, to stay in Master and not get relegated, though. I see Sniper, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Oh, what's going on with this stream? Can I get in on this? I'll try to get us in there. I have no idea where we're at. I'll have to get logos and stuff made. So y'all have to bear with me while I get set up. But I recognize this is an important match. So let's do it. We'll do our best to get in here. EMEA Master did wrap up today. So we do know our full top 8 for EMEA, and it looks like Dreamlight made it. I mean, talk about another team that put up some insane upsets. Dreamlight was able to put up a hell of a weekend. They get a big upset win over Quick. Maybe over Frosttails. Dreamlight beat Frosttails 3-1. And then had another match today where they were able to 3-0 today and make their way in. So Dreamlight just puts together some miracle run here in this last week and squeaks in to that 8th seed, at least according to the FACEIT League standings. So cool stuff going on in EMEA as well. I would like to do tomorrow's gonna be busy as hell. My Mondays are just extraordinarily busy, but I would love to do a recap. I really want to do a Master Division recap and just kind of here's where we are. Here's how things shook up at the end of the season. These are your top 8. These are the ones getting relegated, and we'll know everything. So look out for that tomorrow. If I have time tomorrow, I'll probably try to do that between our EMEA and NA matches tomorrow. Because we have Expert Division going on for Monday and Wednesday as they conclude Week 8. And then we're going to have... Oh! Okay, so Midori and Team Vex made their own lobbies. They made custom game lobbies. So they're not using the FACEIT system. Yeah, that's what happened, Juzu. That's what happened. They made their own lobbies. But that also means I can't get just automatically added through my normal channels. I mean, I'll DM. I don't want to harass players too much. I've interviewed Zoe before. Okay, Zoe will get us in there. Awesome. Let me get some logos set up. We'll get the scoreboard. We'll get this set up. I'll get this up as quick as I can. It looks like they are. Just want to give a very special shout out to our South America audience tonight. Really awesome having this broadcast in, having a dual broadcast in a couple of different places. And I mean, it's a first for me. I mean, reaching out to an entirely new audience. So once again, a very massive thank you to William Mundi and all of our friends in the South America audience for tuning in tonight. That was really something special. So I really do appreciate it. I've been informed that you're going to end the stream over there, but once again, I mean, obrigado and gracias to all my friends in South America for tuning in for this spectacular series. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. Thank you. Y'all have a wonderful weekend, friends. Can't wait to see some South America playoffs. Try to get some of those matches on here as well. Get some English broadcasts for those playoff matches as well. So, but thank y'all very much for being here tonight. So thank y'all. Inflicting a lot of damage, but takes the sleep. You're not gonna get out of that one. No way.
Mean Doomfist can make my life hell. Doesn't matter what role I play. But you know what? Too much damage and a lot of sustain out of the arena. The effects lands a just monstrous, huge 3-pointer bucket there to purple the entire up from both of our teams. No, excuse me, Marcelo just doesn't decide to pop there. This is the overclock was what I was hearing coming out from Pumas. Sidelining some excellent crossfires, deadly as a matter of fact. Purple landed in from Capium, and that's going to be the end of the back line. Staying within range to get back and peel, and this is why. Look at that, beautiful purple, beautiful flashbang. And Gyoso falls immediately. Well, Gyoso is able to get one, drops the meteor strike right on top of Crow. Crow is low, little wrist strike to the back, now going in on the brig. Hard flank off this back left hand side. Giant nade! Then the dash through is enormous. What a shot there out of Kirky. Yusa misses that spear, dodges that by a frame. The instincts are so good on the Doomfist, but unfortunately, instincts a lot. Oh, he effects is a pancake. Speared in out of block, but you might need to survive this Nano Blade coming in from Ligtat. Terroristers takes out Dominio, but Ligtat's already taken out both of your supports, and Crow is the next on the chopping block. Causing an aggressive position. EFX! Look at EFX! Just Nano themselves to try to go in, but Dominio comes in with a crossfire. Sneaks in on the left-hand side. A brilliant first map here out of Garfo as they look to make their first opening map win on Samoa. They'll start off our series with that 1-0 lead.
Play of the game.
And they say it's good. And they say it's good. And they say it's good. And they say
The brawl style close hold that we've seen a lot here in NA. This does land a couple of shots down towards Ligtat's direction. Is able to keep them evade momentarily and build up towards this Nano. Ooh! Done. I thought Dystopia with that crossfire could actually be a big determining factor. Ligtat and Dominio are still confident up as well as overclock where they're going to go. You are looking at a Nano Blade. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and invest that. Bob thrown in. You can hear from the defense to try to hang on. God! Side. Feels like the defense desperately trying to take this space back, trying to keep it on them, but they're not going to be able to. Dominio continues to just dance a second fight here of the map. And could really... Oh, they're just going to leave. So Ligtat waits that out, tries to get clear for a little space, puts Leon June off that side. Everybody's forced back. Crow now inside the opportunity. Oh, decides to try to go for the autumn, it didn't land it. Nice little pile drive back. Using that extra hang time to circle back. Now let's go. Not nearly as clean a one as we saw before. Completely hunted down by Crow there in that small room. Crow now trying to attack. Will not make it far. Dystopia.
2, 1. Attackers incoming. Escort the payload.
On the front line. Crow trying to harass Dystopia in the back. Oh, that was a lot of damage. Yeah, I'm surprised. There's the speed ring. Yeah, Ligtat's gonna go in and try on the objective. Quick pair of fight wins there for Pumas to get this thing inside. Dystopia and the rest off the high ground. Oh, but it seems like they don't mind getting low and in the thick of things. With the overclocker. So is this actually Garfo's final form to put Lictat on tank? Was that what? Oh! Holding on to the nano for now. There it is. Ooh, that was a double tap roll for on the Dystopia. Can't feel him caught in a corner. Mines are back on the outside. KVM goes right in with the Kitsune Rush, but another huge name out of effects. It's gonna make life very difficult. Still, Destro picking up a Sombra as well. And then even previously to that, we had Dales come off of the Zenyatta. It's not enough. Pulse off the mark. 30 seconds to go. We're here for Pumas to try to tie this up, and Dystopia makes a great shot here. They're able to get one, and Jianyu will force a recall out, but neither can stick around long enough. And Garfo will move up to match point. 60 for fireball hit. Thank you, Maddie. Think about the steamroller part. I was just thinking about general fireball roller. I play my fair share of ball too. I should know that. So it's just Crow going into support and effects going into tank. Lictat stays in tank on the other side. They actually opt for a little cut across. And just go right across the defense and the objective to try to get this backline, but it may have been a mistake. Barcelo down to 1 health. Vex is going to move in, find him on the outside. Love the drop down there from Jianyu as well. Back in the fight, kind of on the tail end of the fight. Looking for a boop. Not enough to get it. In the mech, and the points on the board.
Now sound barrier advantage. Here. Delicate moment there for Capium on the outside. But what the Suzu and the perhaps went to intercept somebody and ends up just completely isolating themselves. Crow thought about getting down there, but Destro just takes the sound barrier out of this fight. Delsandro has officially lapped Barcelo on the sound barrier. Does get taken out of mech. Dropping down, Jiangyu's trying to hold on to this point. Dale gets 2. Cleaning off the... Kind of holding the archway. Oh, I'd love to come to Brazil. I've heard nothing but a pick on the outside. It's straight in 2 for 1, but the Pumas still have the advantage. Oh, no way! Oh, that's going in. You don't have a Kiri. Yeah, it could be a problem, but... Card is in, shout use, consider rush up, and it's all not enough to keep Lictat alive. Sound barrier, Deadeye engaged, and a couple of trigger on this overclock. Eventually booped off and forced back down. But the defense were able to clean up there in the ground war. Rampage is going to hit 1. And I mean, that's all you need. That's all you need. Destro's going to go down. Self-destruct on the point, really trying to hold this. Lictat is able to be 3. We'll get booped off. Here comes Dominio, trying to hold. They get pushed away into oblivion, and Pumas put a point on the board. Not yet, friends.
Play of the game.
I'm overloading.
3, 2, 1. Objective unlocks in 30 seconds.
Image to go, counterpunch back effectively. But you do also see the Sombra here as well. You see the manual hack come in, and Gio Sagobo gets stuck in that. Find Lictat, but excuse me. Gio is trying to find Dale. I just hit the wrong button. Looking at we're looking at a dead Dominio. Pulse bomb to try to equalize, will not land. Bob in. Another good fight here out of Pumas. Now the large arm pugilist is stuck in a graviton star. I might have to get in and watch Vex. Pumas maintain control here as we're approaching the halfway mark as far as time. Young coming up on another EMP. The last one used just grab in there from effects. Just got one. I think may have had Capium for a moment. They swift step away. Bob at the ready. Capium has a concern there. Rush right in over the middle. All marching in favor of Pumas and their chance to force a map 5. They're forced to continue on here in this tournament, here in season. Late kills coming through. The cleanup is good. Pumas complete Coliseum.
Victory. Play of the game.
Okay. So was Izzy coming in the wrecking ball? We're getting an entirely new tank altogether. Still have both supports in this fight. Whoop! Never mind. Spoke too soon. The Chrome Warrior gets picked off there by Dominio. And this fight clearly goes
Back in favor. It's coming out from Capium as well. Vex's able to protect their team through that. That's one of my favorite things about the Zarya, especially the rework, like Overwatch 2. At half health after bouncing out off of a few mines. Graviton Surge invested in Dominio's already picked up one with their overclock. Effects trying to draw, caught in the caught in the disruptor shot is what that was. Dominio! Woo! The pretty pair. Is that a nano boost onto a Tor? You don't see a nano with this OC. That's just a lick tat. Moved on over to a Genji as the overclock is invested, in the sound barrier is invested in from both teams. Effects, throws the self-destruct high, gets 3 with it, what? Oh no! What a way here for the CZ out of this point. They succeeded in doing so, and that Mega is hacked. CZ does not get the sustain that they were looking for, but you know what? Man, we're hacking a lot of damage, just surrounded. Dale! Dale comes up with 2 out the window! Just barely caught it at the top right-hand side of your screen. Rest of the squad running up here through the front door. Trying to force it back, hacked out with some skills and some accuracy back here on the Ana. This is going to get a flip back over for Garfo as they get control. 59% on the board for a coalescence to come back onto this point, and you know what? Leads the charge into Pumas were able to kind of get planted, kind of got past the minefield. So we end up with an honest fight on point, but Effects ends up knocked off. Another back to their friends. Oh no! Ooh! I thought there might have been a counter move there, but Lick Tat had enough of that.
Nanoboost administered.
Nanoboost thrown on to Assisi. Lick Tat with the dead eye is able to pick up 2 before Destro make it back outside. Self-destruct from Effects onto this objective. Actually kills Domino. The squish gets Capium! My goodness, Effects is the master of the squish.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Bionade.
Everything went purple. And everybody, well, a couple players ended up back in spawn. Fusion made it. Oh no! Assisi hits the corner. Ooh, pill on the outside. Ooh, nice shot. Fine, like that. Another approach there from the hallway. All the way up to the tea house to try to find this kill. Eventually goes in, looks around and decided, okay, I've got room. The boot got, yeah! Oh, not only got Crow, Katana pulled out, dives in, can't quite get the Ajax. That was so close. Delsandro, that was a bold move, my friend. It pays off here from Delsandro off the battlefield. Garfo on a prime position to flip this back despite the EMP on the back of that. Oh, another grenade! Holy cow! There was Wazizi looking for the boot. They actually got the boot. I didn't see the software go down. Deadeye now thrown out onto this point. Here comes the sound barrier. I don't know though, but he has 3 remaining players. There's not much left. Dominio ends up off the side. Oh, what a lucky break. There for Pumas on this point. Sound barrier advantage. Mine's up. This option's going to drop it. Lands attack goes down to the Buddy Blaster, but still a +2 here for Garfo. 95-99. Lassizi goes into the back, trying to duel with this Coalescence from Crow. But they're going to pick on the Junior, who's moved on to it. Flora and Lictat takes Del Sandro down. Lictat is still here. Kivion survives on 1 health. The drill dash lines are in here from Lassizi. They're able to get a kill. Dominio's down. Lictat picks up 1. This fight's going the distance. The sleep from Kivion sends Junior into the depths from the outside. Garfo have done it. Garfo have done it. They will make it to playoffs for the first time. 5 banger.
Play of the game.
Nerf this.
Massive GGs in the chat. There's the...
I'm the Venus for your Mars. I'm the